The Hot Spring Shortcut. June 7th, 2016. Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming, USA. Colin Nathaniel Scott. It was just before midday when 23-year-old Colin Scott and his sister left the designated boardwalk at Yellowstone's Norris Geyser Basin. They were searching for a place to soak. The area is one of the most unstable geothermal zones in the park. Beneath the surface lies a network of boiling water, acidic pools, and fragile ground that can collapse without warning. Warning signs were everywhere, but the terrain appeared dry in places, solid. They walked carefully across the thin crust, stepping over patches of mineral deposits and steaming vents. The air smelled faintly of sulfur. The ground radiated heat. Colin moved closer to a pool. It looked shallow from a distance. He stepped near the edge, possibly testing the water. The ground gave way. In an instant, he fell into a near-boiling acidic spring. His sister screamed and called for help, but there was nothing she could do. The temperature of the water was estimated to be above 90 degrees Celsius, 194 degrees Fahrenheit. Rescue teams arrived quickly, but were unable to recover the body immediately due to dangerous conditions. By the following day, the remains had dissolved in the acidic environment. Investigators confirmed the pair had deliberately left the safe path, ignoring posted warnings. The area was later closed for further safety measures. From the surface, it had looked like solid ground, but just beneath it, the earth itself had been waiting to collapse.
The Frozen Lake Dare. December 27th, 2019. Lake Salubria, New York, USA. James Miller. The lake looks solid. At 22, James Miller had grown up around winters like this. Ice covered most of Lake Salubria, and locals often walked across it once temperatures stayed low enough. But that year, the cold had been inconsistent. James and his friends stood near the shoreline just after dusk. Someone suggested crossing part of the lake, just to prove it could be done. A short walk, nothing serious. James stepped out first. The surface held. The ice creaked faintly beneath his boots, but it didn't break. He moved farther, encouraged by the fact that nothing had happened yet. About 20 meters in, the sound changed. A low crack echoed beneath him. He paused. Behind him, his friend shouted something, unclear over the wind. Then the ice gave way. It wasn't a gradual collapse. One moment he was standing, the next he was submerged in freezing water. The shock was immediate. Cold water immersion causes an involuntary gasp reflex. His body seized. He tried to grab the edge of the ice, but it fractured under his weight. His friends rushed forward but stopped at the unstable surface. One called emergency services. Another tried to extend a branch. James struggled for less than a minute. By the time rescuers arrived, the water had gone still. His body was recovered hours later. Investigators confirmed the ice thickness was uneven and unsafe. Temperatures in the days prior had caused partial melting beneath the surface. From the shore, it had looked solid. From where he stood, it felt the same. Until it wasn't.